Trustees for the Village of Woodridge on this Thursday, August 21st, 2025. The time is 7:03 p.m. We call the meeting to order and ask our clerk to please call the roll.
Trustee Martinez,
Present.
Trustee Kagan,
Present.
Trustee Annalise,
Present.
Trustee Nekovar,
Present.
Trustee Page,
Present.
Mayor Cunningham.
Present.
Quorum established.
Thank you very much, Clerk. We are going to just take a moment of silence before we do the Pledge of Allegiance, and we do that together. And this evening, I would ask everyone that is here this evening to please help us by leading the Pledge of Allegiance. We'll just take a moment of silence, and then we'll do the pledge. Thank you. Okay, thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty, justice for all.
So this evening, we do have a really wonderful agenda items that we'll be celebrating tonight. And we're going to start with, and we're going a little bit out of order, but we will get through the entire program here at the start. So first, we will start with this item B, which is, and I'm going to ask our administrator maybe to read that into the record.
Sure, Mayor. Thank you. It's Resolution 2025-1's a motion to appoint a trustee to fill the vacancy. This would fill the existing trustee vacancy that was created as a result of the passing of Mary Ann Blair. The candidate is Sean Patrick Durkin, who will complete the term, which will expire April 30th, 2027. Thank you.
Thank you. So what we have before us is Sean Patrick Durkin, and Sean is here this evening with his daughter, Avery, and son, Gavin. They are joining him. Gavin is in high school. Avery is in 8th grade. We thank you so much for being here with your dad. He's very proud of you both. He does talk about you a lot, so we're very excited to have you here as well. So it is my honor to ask, please, for a motion to approve 2025-1, the motion to appoint Trustee Sean Patrick Durkin to fill a vacancy. If I could please have a motion.
So moved.
Thank you, Trustee Martinez. A second.
Second.
Thank you, Trustee Nekovar. Going to ask our clerk to please call the roll.
Trustee Kagan,
Present.
Trustee Annalise,
Aye.
Trustee Nekovar.
Aye.
Trustee Page,
Aye.
Trustee Martinez.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you all very much. Congratulations, Sean, to you and your family. We're very excited. We will actually swear you in and then ask that you please come and take a seat up at the dais. So our clerk is coming down to meet you. And we'd like to get some pictures and things, so.
In the Village of Woodridge, Office of Village Trustee in the Village of Woodridge. Counties of DuPage, Will, and Clinton. To the counties of DuPage, Cook, and Will. After that. Swear or affirm. Swear and affirm. That I will support the Constitution of the United States. That I will support the Constitution of the United States. Constitution of the State of Illinois. And the Constitution of the State. And that I will faithfully discharge.
duties of village trustee. Village trustee. According to the best of my ability. According to the best of my ability. Oh, thank you.
Well, congratulations to you, Sean. And I was going to do a little intro, but maybe you could just share a little bit about yourself for everyone, and we welcome you.
Yeah, thank you. This is a great privilege and honor to have the opportunity to continue on a term for village trustee. I have been a resident of the village of Woodridge for 4 years. I am a proud dad of Gavin and Avery. We live in the Seven Bridges area, so we're very familiar with the Woodridge through the Seven Bridge area and all the events that come on and that the village hosts here in town. Prior to joining the village council here, I had the honor to be an alderman in the city of Darien for 6 years, and I was also a village commissioner for the village of Downers Grove for 10. So I'm super excited to have this opportunity and look forward to representing everyone and learning as much as I can.
Wonderful. Well, we welcome you and thank you again. And thank you both, Gavin and Avery, for being here tonight. We appreciate that. And we would like to get maybe one more picture. Sean, do you mind? Maybe
Sure.
if the kids want to come up and we'll get a picture of you right here at the dais with your dad?
Yeah, I don't know if they'll like that.
Okay, well, I'm asking, so maybe they'll do it. I don't know. You can sit down. What do you want to do? You sure? Right there, this fine.
Right here.
Take a flag. There we go. We thank you very much. Thank you for being here again. Okay, we'll go ahead and continue with our appointments and swearing in for those members that are here this evening. We have the appointment, and these are commissioner appointments of Kim Zalskis, Plan Commission, for the term of August 21st, 2025 through April 30th, 2028. The reappointment of John Sealander, Plan Commissioner, for the term of from today, August 21st, 2025 through, oops, excuse me, I'm sorry, I have to restate that. His term would be effective May 1st, 2025 through April 30th, 2028. Also, the reappointment of Rita Stolz, and Rita is here this evening as well, to the Plan Commission for the term of May 1st, 2025 through April 30th, 2028. We have the appointment, this is the first-time appointment for, this would be a BOPC Commissioner. Mike Temmis is here with his family. Welcome, Mike. That would be for the term from today, 8/21/2025 through April 30th, 2028. Also, the appointment, and he is also here this evening, Dennis Weeks, for the Board of Police Commissioners for a term of May 1st, 2025 through April 30th, 2028. In addition, and we do have the reappointments of the chairperson of the Board of Police Commissioners of Bob Martin. Term again is May 1st, 2025 through April 30th, 2026. The chair commissions are one-year terms. Also, the reappointment of Joe Presbiorka and Deborah Hendel-Kanunen, co-chairpersons for the Plan Commission for the terms of May 1st, 2025 through April 30th, 2026. So now what we would like to do is have all of the members just that are here this evening, if we could swear you in. Those that are not here, just so everyone would know, would come to the village and be sworn in separately. So some people are not here tonight, but I do know that we have Dennis, we have John, we have Mike, we have Rita. I don't know, am I missing anyone else? I don't believe so right now. Okay. Well, we thank you all for being here. We're going to have you come up with our clerk and we will have you sworn in this evening. And we thank you all for your service. Wonderful. Thank you, John. So just so everyone knows, first we have Dennis on the end here for the Board of Police Commissioners, Mike for the Board of Police Commissioners as well. And we have John on the Plan Commission and Rita also our Plan Commissioners. So thank you all again for your service and we appreciate it very much. More than we can say, you do a lot of good work and you help our village stay really a wonderful place to call home as well as do business in and a great future ahead for Woodridge because of all of your commitments and dedication. So thank you all very much.
Lots of. We gave Will and Cook and Said. Do solemnly swear or affirm. Do solemnly swear. That I will support the Constitution of the United States. That I will support the Constitution of the United States. And the Constitution of the State of Illinois. And the Constitution of the State of Illinois. And that I will faithfully discharge. And I will faithfully discharge. Duties of the Plan Commissioner. To the best of my ability. To the best of my ability. Thank you.
Actually, we do have to just reiterate. So one person is just being appointed for the first time. Yes, and that would be Mike. Okay, did you? Okay. All right, wonderful. Well, thank you all again, and thank you, clerk. We appreciate it, and congratulations to everyone. Thank you so much.
Or maybe.
We'd like to try to get a couple pictures, if that's okay, John, before you go off. We'll catch you right there, John. You're okay. So we'll like to get a picture of everyone, and that way we will get it out in our e-news. Thank you.
Yes. One, two. Perfect, thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't need this either.
Right. Hearing none, seeing none, you don't have to do that. Say
Omnibus.
this, okay, and then you go right there, and then has. And it'll say you'll have a vote, and that way John can abstain on B.
Okay, sounds
Okay.
good. Yes, thank you. Okay, we thank everyone. We'll go ahead and move on tonight. Like I said, it's an exciting evening. So we do have a celebration, and that is a resolution before us, which publicly commends Brendan Connor as our employee of the quarter, which would be the third quarter for 2025. So before us, we have Resolution 2025-76. Going to ask for a motion, please, to approve the resolution. Thank you, Trustee Kagan, and a second.
Second.
Thank you, Trustee Page. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimous, and we have before us Eric Alwyn from our Community Development and Building Inspectors, and Brendan, our Employee of the Quarter. So congratulations. Thank you, Eric.
No problem. Mayor and Board, I would like to present Brendan Connor. Brendan is one of the village's 2 building inspectors. I like to refer to the building inspectors as the first responders. They are charged with making sure all things constructed within the village are built safe, meet the requirements of the village code, along with a myriad of national and state codes that the village follows. They do this through their plan review and inspection process, and all the work that they do for the village. We're here this evening because Brendan was selected as employee of the third quarter for the Village of Woodridge. Brendan was nominated by Melissa Sloan of the Finance Department and fellow building inspector Mike Midas. They've both done an amazing job of highlighting some of Brendan's great attributes, so I'm going to just pull some pieces out of their nominations and go from there. This is from Melissa's. Over the past year, Brendan Connor's importance to the Community Development Department and Village of the Woodridge has not only been felt by his department, but by other departments and other people who work with him and around him. He's been a very integral part of the building department since he started in October of 2018. He has navigated through staffing changes, procedural changes, and with a sense of positivity. He may have felt pressure of being a tad overworked, but was never underappreciated by his friends and peers in the village. His dedication to the job, helping his coworkers, and helping the village become a better place has been noticed by all, and is why we feel he should be recognized for Employee of the Quarter. Every day, Brendan is faced with challenging people and situations. Over the phone or on job sites, time and time again, he has shown the ability to always work through these situations and help people with a sense of calm, level-headedness, patience, and understanding. In 2024, when permits were at an all-time high, while Brendan was training our newest inspector at the time, Mike, he assisted in reviewing 2,367 permits, 60 of them being new single-family homes. Brendan's willingness to go above and beyond also made it possible for the departments to perform 7,000 building inspections throughout that year. He has put in countless hours to make sure that the building department ran smoothly and the plan reviews were completed in a timely manner. While also attending SBOC, suburban building officials, and other trainings, Brendan always made it a point to share his knowledge obtained from these trainings with the department, making him a team player that appreciated when help is needed. When there are disgruntled residents or contractors at the front desk, Brendan is known to immediately come to the counter and assist Lisa or Denise. He will take the time to adequately explain inspections and requirements to residents, contractors, as well as staff. When the finance department needs assistance processing transfer tax stamps or other open permits, Brendan goes out of his way to email staff updates regarding projects and provide us with the information needed to effectively communicate to the law offices and title companies. Brendan has been a large contributor and participant in many work-related activities and sponsored events, whether it's a potluck lunch or an after-hour social gathering. Brendan is sure to be there with a smile and an amazing dish. He truly appreciates and values this place in our work and our organization, and it shows. Brendan also helped host the Village of Woodridge with his nephew, who was coming over from Ireland, and had done kind of a work exchange program. Giving Jamie, who is his nephew, the opportunity to explore different careers in municipal setting. His community outreach doesn't just stop with the village. He also is very active in Indian guides, and he shares that with us as well. Just a quick brief from Mike's thing. Brendan has worked closely with the Lamont Fire Marshal to execute complex commercial plan reviews, new business license inspections, and code enforcement follow-up to ensure our commercial corridor in Woodridge is operating in a safe manner. Brendan is constantly updating and refining our handouts for residents and contractors to assure they're up to date with current codes and have the most recent changes in our village amendments. Brendan's certifications and knowledge of the codes are a key asset to our plan review and permit process. Brendan always is willing to help our contractors, residents, and developers throughout the building process from start to finish. It has been an absolute pleasure working alongside Brendan and learning from what I would consider one of the best in our field of work. I also want to add that Brendan has been such a great help to me and the department. And he will be greatly missed. As I believe most of you are aware, Brendan has announced his retirement in October of this year. which is just a few short weeks away. This is unfortunate for the village, but well-deserved for Brendan. As I mentioned, Brendan started in 2018, and during the time that he's been at the village, he's been part of over 12,000 building permits that the village has issued while he is here. He actually has personally performed 14,000 building inspections in that time frame that you were here. About 2,000 a year is what Brendan averaged out. But part of, 2 of those years were some of our busiest years ever. One of them was the tornado. He was an integral part and helped me immensely during that time frame, with the response to it as well as the rebuilding. I've received several compliments from the public as well as contractors on how Brendan handles himself and represents the village of Woodridge in just such a great manner. Mayor and board, please join me in congratulating Brendan for being selected as Employee of the Quarter and also on his upcoming retirement.
Well, there is just really, aside from congratulations, it is an honor that you've been recognized, because I know when you're out and about, people mention your name along with others, but they mention your name and how much they appreciate you always going above and beyond for our neighbors, just always offering your helping hand, great advice, and going back and helping people even more. Brendan, you are a shining light, and we thank you for your service here at the village, which has been outstanding, as well as we're grateful for your service, but we're also just very excited for you on your future, which is not that far off, retirement. And we wish you the very best. And thank you for making it a great place to work, a fun place to work, always being a great champion of your department, but also every colleague here. It means so much. So congratulations again from all of us. Thank you again. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, Eric. And I see John is stepping up and Rochelle, and we do have a new colleague we'd like to introduce. And it's April, a new fiscal assistant and payroll in the finance department. So welcome, everyone.
Good evening. Tonight, I have the pleasure of introducing April Hajek as our new payroll fiscal assistant to the village. April's been with us for 6 weeks and comes to us with a lot of knowledge of payroll. While I am thrilled to have her, I can tell you that fiscal operations manager Sanchez is even happier to see April show up. So she has hit the ground running. She has been here 6 weeks and she's already flying solo on payroll. So I told her that I would keep this very short, and which I will do, but I'd like just to welcome her to the village family and looking forward to working with you in the future.
Well, wonderful. We all welcome you, and I know you've hit the ground running and then some. So, welcome to the village of Woodridge, and thank you for getting off to a great start and fitting right in. So we welcome you.
It's hard not to. It's an incredible team, and I'm so proud to be part of them.
Well, wonderful. Thank you. It's a pleasure meeting you, and thank you all. Thank you all for being here. Nice to meet you, April, and congratulations. And I see Al is going to the podium. And this is an introduction of Scott Klein, our IT manager, administration department.
Sure.
So welcome.
Good evening, Mayor and Board. Thank you. It is my pleasure to introduce to you our new IT manager, Scott Klein. Scott comes to us from DUCOM, which is, as many of you know, is our 911 agency that serves Woodridge for many years and serves many municipalities throughout DuPage County. It's really one of the preeminent 911 consolidated dispatch centers in the entire country. And so we've been very fortunate to be able to hire an individual of his caliber. He brings with him over 25 years of experience in the field of IT. And as for the past 19 years, as I mentioned, he has served in that role as an IT manager for DUCOM, where he led technology operations supporting critical public safety communications. That is the 911 center, so downtime really doesn't work too well. When the 911 system doesn't work well, that doesn't really end up in very good results. And so we have been a proud member of DUCOM, and in large part due to the amazing operations that they run there. And this gentleman here to my left is a big reason why. And part of being an IT manager for DUCOM is you have to deal with some pretty tough clients, and those being police chiefs, fire chiefs, and some village managers and some mayors at times that we can be very, very demanding on reliability for obvious reasons. And Scott has really received high marks and received high references from police chiefs and fire chiefs that we called when they knew that we were going to be hiring him. He is a Redbird. He has graduated from the Illinois State University, as our Director Clark did over there. And he is also has a wonderful, beautiful family that resides with him in Batavia, his wife, Trish. He has a twin daughter and son, right? Ellie and Justin is the twin?
Ellie and Cam.
Ellie and Cameron are the twins, my mistake. And then there's Justin. Outside of work, Scott enjoys spending time with his family, relaxing by a lake in Wisconsin, playing recreational basketball, and diving into all things astronomy. And that's all in his spare time. So, Scott, it's our pleasure to introduce you here to the mayor and board and to the community. We're thrilled to have you. I can tell you, mayor and board, without question, Scott has hit the ground running and has been an asset to our team, to our organization, and has identified many system improvements that he is working on already, has identified quite a few thousands of dollars in savings already that we will summarize for you in a follow-up report. He's going to bring us to a new level, and we're glad you're here, Scott. And he's joined by his brother, Chris, right? So Chris gave me a few good stories about, no, I'm just joking about Scott. But Chris, thanks for being here for support your brother. I believe you're a Woodridge resident, right? For a while. Woodridge resident? Woodridge resident. Excellent. Even better. So I'm going to let Scott say a few words here. Thank you.
Well, yeah, thank you again for having me. I loved working at DUCOM, so it's really, really hard to leave DUCOM. But everybody that told me, or everybody that I talked to when I said I was going to move to Woodridge, all said it's going to be one of the best decisions you made. And I can tell you, 6 weeks into it, I'm feeling really, really confident that I made the right decision. So thank you, everybody. Everybody's super nice, and that's something I value a ton. And it's a great place to work. So thank you.
It is our honor to welcome you, and I know you have been very busy. Every time I see you, you're always kind of 5 steps ahead of everyone else and taking good care of all of us, and we really appreciate it. So we welcome you and congratulate you, and nice meeting your brother. Our best to your family, and thank you very much, Scott, for joining our team. We welcome you.
Thank you very much.
Now we'll move to our next portion of the meeting, which is comments from the public. This is the public hearing portion, and under that first, under the public hearing is the Panettone annexation. And is my understanding this evening that staff is recommending that the public hearing relating to this proposed Panettone office warehouse be moved forward. So it's a development and annexation petition. Okay, so it's over on Davie Road. We're looking to continue that to the September 4th meeting. Okay, thank you very much, Director Clark. So I'm going to therefore ask for a motion to continue this to the public hearing portion on our September 4th meeting. I'm going to ask for a motion.
So moved.
Thank you, Trustee Annalise. A second?
Second.
Thank you, Trustee Martinez. All those in favor, well, I'm going to ask our clerk, is it okay? We'll do a roll call, please.
Want me to do the?
Yes.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Trustee Annalise?
Aye.
Trustee Nekovar? Aye. Trustee Page?
Aye.
Trustee Martinez?
Aye.
Trustee Kagan?
We have another trustee.
We want to add
And, of course,
Trustee Durkin.
Trustee Durkin.
Aye.
Thank you very much, everyone. Now, again, comments from our public. So we'll move to comments that are not related to our agenda this evening. Going to pause for a moment and acknowledge any written public comments that have been received prior to our meeting this evening that do not relate to tonight's agenda. We've received those, we have shared them, and then also that they would be made part of our public record. Administrator Stonich?
Thank you, Mayor. First one is from Greg and Colleen Ebbs. Next is Brian Patry, Mike Harazi, Chris Gugora, Dr. Amanda Brode Rico, Rick Altazino, James Gorecki, Rajesh Sina, Bev Moraski, Lawrence Pelletier, Chris Bensfield, Dan Borrell, Angela Johnson, Mike Smith, Kevin Leslie, Richard Johnson. And that would conclude the written comments, Mayor.
Okay, thank you very much. All those have been received by each of us on the board, and they will be entered into the public record. Now I'm going to ask if anyone from the audience would like to make a comment that would be not related to tonight's agenda. If so, we'd ask you to please go right up to the podium. Do we have anyone who would like to make a, hi there, hello and welcome. We'll have you come up to the podium, and then our village attorney will kind of walk you through the next steps. Thank you so much for being here.
So before you get going, anyone speaking tonight will have 3 minutes. Just to remind you that the board isn't answering questions. This is not a Q&A. It's simply 3 minutes to make a statement. And before you start, I'd ask you to identify yourself by your name and address. And as you get to when you get about 30 seconds left, I'll let you know you're getting close.
Thank you. My name is Chad Gargrave. I'm at 7912 Iroquois Court. And I'm here actually to talk about the e-bike and e-scooter ordinance that I know you're discussing. I hear it's been tabled. I wasn't sure whether to come up now or. So anyway, you might have seen I came today on my e-bike here. I do ride my e-bike every day to work. I commute to work. So I am, a neighbor said when he saw me with my e-bike, I thought you loved biking. Why did you get an e-bike? And I said, are you replacing your other bicycles? And I said, no, I'm not replacing my bicycles. I'm replacing my car. And so I'm very passionate about cycling overall. And I was lucky enough to be able to start commuting to work. I wouldn't be able to commute to work without an e-bike. I just get there all sweaty. Going up some hills when it's 90 degrees out would be not possible. But I'm one of the lucky ones. I also want to make sure people consider those that have limited mobility and the opportunities for them to get out and enjoy Woodridge on their bicycles and scooters. I've also, more than adults, I've seen a lot of children on e-bikes. As a person that grew up riding bicycles, I was always on a bike when I was a kid. I have mixed feelings about that. I do see a lot of them wearing helmets, which is great. But I am concerned about their safety and also their manners when riding the bicycles. But I am glad to see them outside and hoping that they build a relationship with cycling and learning on the bicycles so that when they are old enough to look for a job, find a job, that they consider also minimizing car traffic and increasing pedestrian traffic. I'm also very passionate about just making sure that cars are aware of cyclists. There's many times when people pull right into the crosswalks. I do not ride on the roads because not enough people see me, or I have had aggressive drivers get upset with me on the road. So I do welcome regulations, and I look forward to seeing what the language is that you come up with and reviewing that with you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you being here.
Joseph Kagan, 6804 Armstrong Court. Taking my time this evening to come before the village board and talk about the Village Greens. The Village Greens has been a hallmark and a staple of the village since 1972. With the recent reception of the letter from the Woodridge Park District saying that they will be terminating their management of the Village Greens effective in November, putting the onus back on the village. I wish to urge my fellow board members to quickly and diligently come up with a plan to deal with what we already understand are some impending fiscal issues that need to be resolved. Again, this has been a property that's been in the village for 50 plus years. I obviously do not want to see it go fallow. I don't want to see it be redeveloped. It's our village golf course. And again, I just urge my fellow board members to work quickly and effectively to come up with a plan. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Anyone else that would
Mayor.
like to address the village board?
We do have a card here, Mayor, from John Seelander.
John?
He's back.
Yeah. I have three quick things. One, I want to
John,
thank
just so the record's clear.
John Sealander,
Yeah.
8141 Meadowwood Avenue. I want to thank the family of Marianne Blair for her service. She was a stalwart supporter of our village for many years, and I was very saddened for her loss, as you all were. Two, I want to thank the village and a lot of the village members, staff, and who I recently got hurt and spent a lot of time in therapy, and will have lots of years in therapy. But I got a lot of letters and prayers and a lot of things. I want to thank you for that. Andu, it's not today's business, but you're talking about it after this on water. So third issue, I'd like you to talk about water pressure. I don't know if we control our water pressure down so we don't blow them out, but it costs businesses and people a lot of money when they have to put in expansion pumps to my building up the street. I could only get 20 pounds of pressure in. I've got tenants who give kidney dialysis. They needed over 20 pounds of pressure. We had to put a pump in so that they had enough pressure. I don't know if that's just because of where my building sits, or if we're turning down the pressure so that we don't blow the mains. But that's a cost to the businesses and the community if we don't keep our pipes right. Okay, so I just happened to be at this meeting, so when you get back in your meeting, you may ask that question. So that's all I have, but thanks for all your service, everything you do, guys.
Thank you. And we thank you for your service, and we will ask Director Bethel to provide us in the future an update.
No further cards, Mayor, that I have.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else would like to make a public comment? Okay, thank you. So now we'll go ahead and ask for comments that are related to tonight's agenda. If you would like to address the village board on any item that is part of our agenda this evening, we would invite you up to the podium. Seeing no one, we'll go ahead and move on to our omnibus this evening. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, so sorry. We do actually have, and we do need to put them in the record. We have received prior to the meeting comments, public comments received that are related to tonight's agenda. Administrator Stonich, if you would, please.
Thank you, Mayor. And these all relate to the proposed e-bike ordinance. We have Sharon Pfister, Ginger Pollard, Mark Such, and Barbara Tyra. Lastly, Bob Mazur. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Also, I know it was referred to just a moment ago, but please note that if you are here this evening for the proposed e-bike or e-scooter ordinance, we will be continuing that agenda item to our September 4th meeting. Therefore, the board and I will not be reviewing or discussing this item this evening. However, if you still wish to make a public comment on this item, you are now more than welcome to do so, and I would again invite you to the podium. Okay. Okay, so we'll go ahead and move on to our omnibus. And actually, we have before us an Administrator Stonich, if you would please read the items that do appear on the omnibus agenda this evening.
Thank you, Mayor. Members of the board, good evening. Item A, Resolution 2025-77, a resolution authorizing the execution of an amended traffic regulation agreement between the Village of Woodridge and the Piers 2 Condo Association. And then item B are the board minutes from the August 7th, 2025 meeting. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We're actually going to vote on these separately, please. So the first one is item A, Resolution 2025-77. May I please have a motion to approve? So moved. Thank you, Trustee Page. A second?
Second.
Thank you, Trustee Nekovar. Any discussion on this item? If our clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Nekovar. Aye. Trustee Page.
Aye.
Trustee Martinez.
Aye.
Trustee Kagan.
Aye.
Trustee Annalise.
Aye.
Trustee Durkin.
Aye.
Motion passes.
And then before us, we have board minutes of the regular board meeting for the Mayor and Board of Trustees for the Village of Woodridge, held on August 7th, 2025. Going to ask for a motion.
So moved.
Thank you, Trustee Page, and a second.
Second.
Thank you, Trustee Antalese. Any discussion on this? If our clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Nekovar. Aye. Trustee Page.
Aye.
Trustee Martinez. Trustee Kagan.
Aye.
Trustee Annalise. Trustee Durkin.
Abstain.
Thank you, everyone, very much. Motion carries.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and go to our administrator's report, please.
Thank you, Mayor. First item A, ordinance 2025-29. It's an ordinance amending the village code of the Village of Woodridge, Title VI, which governs motor vehicles and traffic within the village to incorporate electronic bicycles and scooters.
And again, staff is recommending to continue this item to our September 4th meeting to allow the board ample time to continue reviewing the additional data and information relating to a proposed e-bike, e-scooter ordinance. Going to ask, please, for a motion to continue the proposed ordinance 2025-29 to our September 4th meeting. A motion, please.
So moved.
Thank you, Trustee Nekovar. And a second, Trustee Durkin. Thank you very much. Going to ask, just a moment. Yeah, I'm going to have, it doesn't have that, but I'm going to ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Trustee Page. Trustee Martinez. Trustee Kagan. Trustee Annalise.
Aye.
Trustee Nekovar. Aye. Trustee Durkin.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next, item B, ordinance 2025-31, an ordinance updating the fine structure related to Village Ordinance Chapter 6, Title 9, bicycles. Yes.
So we're going to go ahead and we've been asked to continue this item to our next meeting on the September 4th. So this item again relates to e-bikes and e-scooters, the agenda item. So I'm going to ask for a motion, please, to continue this proposed 2025-31 ordinance to the September 4th meeting. Motion, please.
So moved.
Thank you, Trustee Page. A second.
Second.
Any discussion on this item? Going to ask our clerk to please call the roll.
Trustee Martinez.
Aye.
Trustee Kagan.
Aye.
Trustee Annalise.
Aye.
Trustee Nekovar. Aye. Trustee Page.
Aye.
Trustee Durkin.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Last item this evening is item C, Resolution 2025-78, resolution waiving the competitive bidding process and authorizing the village administrator to execute an agreement with Northland Safety Solutions LLC for the replacement of fall protection anchor systems. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm going to ask for a motion to approve Resolution 2025-78, please. Motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Trustee Nekovar. A second, please.
Second.
Thank you, Trustee Kagan. Any discussion on this item? If our clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Kagan.
Aye.
Trustee Annalise.
Aye.
Trustee Nekovar. Aye. Trustee Page.
Aye.
Trustee Martinez.
Aye.
Trustee Durkin.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you very much. With no further business to discuss this evening, going to ask for a motion to please adjourn the regular meeting of the Village Board and to reconvene our preceding Village Board study session immediately following our adjournment. Motion, please.
So moved.
Thank you, Trustee Antalese. A second.
Second.
Thank you, Trustee Durkin. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. The time is 7:47 p.m. Our regular meeting is adjourned. We will reconvene in about 5 minutes. We appreciate you being here. Yes, and actually I'm going to go ahead and just state, please note that we will also be convening after our study session when it completes to executive session following the conclusion of tonight's upcoming study session. The purpose of the executive session will be to review and discuss the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees of the public body, the collective negotiating matters between the public body and its employees or their representatives, or deliberations concerning salary schedules for one or more classes of employees, and pending, probable, or imminent litigation. That is our executive session that will follow last in our nightly meetings. So we thank you all for being here very much. Please have a good evening and take good care, unless you're staying for the study session. Thank you.
We have to sign this,
Mm-hmm.
and so I need a pen.